It's one of the most easily overlooked moments in the day. Your dog walks into the room, maybe circles once, then sits down, with their back to you. No eye contact. No tail wag. Just stillness. Facing away. At first glance, it might seem like they're ignoring you, or that they don't want attention. But what if I told you that this exact behavior, is actually one of the most emotionally revealing things your dog does? And what they're really saying in that moment might just surprise you. Because in the world of dogs, turning your back on someone isn't disrespect. It's not distance. In fact, it's the opposite. When your dog sits with their back to you, they're expressing a powerful mix of trust, loyalty, and silent communication. It's one of the clearest signs that they feel safe. That they see you not just as their person, but as their protector. Their home base. Let's start with the basics. In canine communication, the position of the body matters far more than words. Eye contact can be a challenge or a request. Facing someone directly can signal tension, excitement, or alertness. But turning away, exposing the back, the most vulnerable part of the body, is a signal of total trust. In the wild, dogs and wolves only expose their back to those they trust deeply. Because doing so means, I'm not watching you, I don't need to. I know you've got my back. So when your dog sits with their back to you, they're saying something that most humans miss. I feel safe enough not to watch you. I can relax in your presence. I trust you completely. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. In pack behavior, the alpha or protector often watches over the group. The others face outward, keeping an eye on the surroundings. If your dog positions themselves with their back to you and faces the door, hallway, or window, they're not ignoring you, they're guarding you. That quiet position, that calm presence, is your dog slipping into the role of sentinel. They've taken it upon themselves to watch the world, while trusting you not to be a threat. It's their way of saying, I'm on duty. You're safe. And for many emotionally intelligent dogs, especially breeds like Belgian Malinois, German Shepherds, or even Rottweilers, this behavior is second nature. They don't need to be right in your face to feel connected. They don't need to constantly nuzzle or whine or jump. Sometimes, their strongest message of love comes through in stillness. In silence. In simply choosing to sit with their back to you and stay. There's also a comfort component. Your scent is their grounding signal. Sitting with their back to you allows them to rest while still feeling your presence. Your breathing. Your energy. Your footsteps. You may think they're ignoring you, but in reality, they're tuning into you more closely than ever. And in their world, proximity equals love. Now, let's address what this isn't. Some people assume that when a dog sits facing away, it means they're angry or upset. But that interpretation comes from a human lens. In dog language, it's actually a compliment. A refusal to make direct eye contact is often a show of deference, not disrespect. Your dog is saying, I don't need to dominate. I don't need to confront. I'm calm. I'm content. And here's something even more touching. Dogs that have been through trauma or instability often take a long time before they sit with their back to you. For them, turning away feels unsafe. So when they finally do it, it's not casual. It's a milestone. A moment where they're saying, I finally feel like I can let go. Like I don't have to keep watching everything. Because you're here. In multi-dog households, you'll often notice that the more confident, relaxed dogs do this more frequently. And they'll often position themselves between their human and the door. Again, not to distance themselves, but to protect. That back-facing posture is filled with trust, loyalty, and service. All wrapped into one silent act. And maybe the most beautiful part of all is that they never expect anything in return. They're not doing it for treats or praise. It's instinct. It's love. It's the invisible language of trust spoken in postures most people never notice. So the next time your dog walks into the room, turns around, and sits with their back to you, don't overlook it. Don't think they're ignoring you. Don't assume they're detached. Realize the truth. That is not a dog turning away from you. That is a dog turning their heart toward you. Quietly. Confidently. Without fear. Because in the world of dogs, trust doesn't always bark. Sometimes. It just sits. Calm. Still. Facing forward. Because it knows you'll be right behind.